2015s, now everything is chatbot, everything, right? For example, people want everything to be rendered in a conversational way. The way people, extract information, seek knowledge has changed forever, perhaps. Now I just saw one particular ad where a person is talking about Nike shoes inside Perplexity. Earlier it used to be, hey, I'm looking for, shoes on Google search, but right now he's going to Perplexity through Google, but then in Perplexity, he is searching for this particular Nike shoes. How do you see this change? What do you think, Google kind of got right or got wrong? Do you think they have fallen behind a little bit?
I felt for a long time that Google, like, we're caught napping, right? But I realized that as an outsider of the organization, you can never really know what's going on. Um, Google is a huge company. That's a kind of blessing and a curse. Their trailing 12-month revenues are what, $370 billion? Right? They're getting something right in order to be where they are at the moment. And I think that if I was to think back to the last or the current kind of earnings call that's just come out, I really expected to see a downturn in search revenue. If I was a betting man on the stock market, I would have been prepared to bet on that. And I would have been wrong. That hasn't been what we've seen in the latest earnings. And so, are Google napping, or are they watching from afar? They've got a lot of very smart people doing very smart things in the various labs. And I think over a period of time, they're actually establishing, like, what is the right action, or the best course of action that they should take. So if we think, for example, about the AI search overviews that have recently come out, like, that's not new. It didn't just suddenly appear a few months ago, right? Like, this is something that's been going behind the scenes that you could sign up to in 2023, 2024, where AI search interviews are being returned. And so Google's had plenty of time to work out, like, what does this do? What does this do to people's actions? Are they spending more time in search, less time in search? Are they clicking more? Are they clicking less? And then vitally, what's the value of those clicks going to be? So I think that Google are watching these things very, very closely. Now, to it being a curse, a large organization, to be able to change if you need to very quickly is difficult. Perplexity, as you mentioned, is a much more nimble organization because it doesn't have the size of staff and the processes that could slow a large organization down. And so if Google are able to carry on, if they're able to carry on being nimble and quick and doing the right thing, then they stand a chance of not having their lunch eaten by somebody else, because there are plenty of other people out there who are willing and looking to capture the value, like Perplexity, as you mentioned.